Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. We're going to go ahead and get into this collective energy reading for all of you, my loves. And I have two cards already that I want to share with you. So first card that we have here is the High Priestess. And then I want to show you this other card too, because we have here the Devil. Okay. So anybody that knows tarot, these are two major arcanas, and they're two major arcanas that are very important. The High Priestess is all about your intuition, how you connect with your higher self, the wisdom within. But more importantly, the High Priestess is a call for you to be in stillness and for you to cut off all distractions so you're able to listen to what your gut instinct is really trying to tell you. The High Priestess is also divine feminine energy. So this is where you align yourself with your true desires, where you really get to explore that side of yourself so you're able to move forward with really embodying that, which would be then Empress energy number 3. The number 2 in the High Priestess symbolizes balance, and it also symbolizes the yin and the yang of it all, right? The duality of it all. How there is light, there's also dark. And without each other, you cannot recognize one another. And the most important thing about the High Priestess is it really reveals things to you. So this is about being able to trust what's being revealed to you, even if it does not make sense right now. I'm getting a download right now of this upcoming Mercury retrograde. Actually, no, Neptune retrograde that's happening. I don't remember the exact dates, but I know it's a long retrograde. It's about 5 months. And Neptunian energy can be very foggy. It can really bring a lot of confusion in your life, right? Naturally. But it's also this energy of the intuition, the underworld. This is the energy of, our deepest, darkest parts of ourselves, good and bad, right? This is energy that your higher self, maybe even your ancestors, your spirit guides are really trying to reach out to you about something. And they're really asking you to make that moment of stillness a priority and to recognize when your energy shifts, because that's bringing you messages that you might not be really paying attention to. So that's really important. And I want to now move on to the Devil energy. The Devil is an energy that describes bondage, describes temptation, describes rebellion, describes limited beliefs. So the Devil, think about it as your ego, right? Not that this is a bad thing. It's just simply duality, right? There is a shadow side to our free will. And sometimes our free will is clouded by our limiting beliefs, our, imposter syndrome, whatever it is, our fear of being seen, our fear of being heard, of our fear of having tough conversations. The Devil, think about it as all of these fears that could be keeping you restricted, that could be making you doubt yourself. But also think about it as, this is also the rebellion. This is also where you can really step out and own those shadow aspects of yourself and say, you know what? I will not let this stop me, and I will rebel, and I will be unconventional and be daring. I will dare the status quo. Some of you guys is that deep. Like some of you guys are really like breaking generational trauma. You are not complying to brushing things under the rug with family issues. Some of you guys are breaking patterns that you thought at one point were normal. Like let's say unhealthy relationships, unhealthy friendships, unhealthy relationship even with money. Some of you guys are really in this predicament where you are being face to face. You are being face to face with the things that are keeping you limited. And it could feel like it's chaotic. It could feel like it's not comfortable. It could feel like you're drowning. It could feel like, why is this even happening? I, was fine, and now I'm having all of these revelations. That's the High Priestess energy. But there's also this energy of inner knowing, of higher wisdom, of gaining this wisdom that's coming through. So if that resonates with you, that was a little bit long-winded. If that resonates with you, this reading is for you, my love. So let's go ahead and keep going. Let's see what the cards want to share with you. And thank you so much for being in this reading with me. So we have here, okay, 10 of Wands, see? This is the burden, guys. The burden, the 10 of Wands symbolizes a burden. It symbolizes this energy of basically carrying this weight that you have had for a long time. Typically, when I see the 10 of Wands, I see responsibilities. I see burdens that sometimes we inherited that it's not even ours to deal with, but we're dealing with dealing with it because it was given to us, you know. The Ten of Wands shows a very exhausted person. It could be someone with a lot of like mid back pain. Maybe your shoulders are super tense. You're feeling the manifestation of your internal world through your physical world right now. So whoever is resonating with this reading, you might be in actual physical discomfort because of how much stress, pressure, or how much weight you have on your shoulders, metaphorically or physically. So Ten of Wands is an energy that shows you this is burnout. You have to drop the burden. Okay. This is also an energy that shows you that there's always a different way of handling something. So this is not about abandoning what you know. This is about integrating a better way for you to be able to actually have some sort of satisfaction in this life, you know? So why is this happening? Two of Cups, my loves. So duality again, the energy of Two of Cups. I definitely definitely heighten on the relationship part, okay? The Two of Cups can represent connections, deep emotional connections in your life that are being highlighted right now. I feel like you might be breaking a lot of, again, status quos that maybe you have had in your life. Things that used to feel normal and certain connections are just not normal anymore. And you know that it's not meant to be like that. So this also shows that you might have someone in your life that sees you for that valuable person that you are. And now you're like, okay, someone's showing me that. Or that could be you within yourself. Maybe you're showing that to yourself. Maybe you're growing, you're healing, and you're saying to yourself, I don't deserve this. So now you're looking at all your other relationships from a different lens. You're looking at it like, no, actually, it shouldn't be like that. And you're willing to, sweep out what doesn't belong in your life. And that's a good thing. But like I said, it feels chaotic. And the devil can be like this energy of wanting to keep you in the same predicament because, we feel safe with what's familiar. But this energy shows that there's a big change happening here with how you show up in your relationships, with what you are now willing to accept as acceptable, right? As, worthy of your attention. That is shifting. You are healing something within yourself. You are paying attention to certain things that you know in your soul, in your spirit, do not feel right. And that's a good thing. Even though the external world might feel like you're changing, like you're the problem, right? That's that devil energy of being the bad guy. Maybe that is the case. Maybe people are looking at you like you're flipping, you're switching up. But in reality, you're healing, you're growing, you're acknowledging what your spirit does not want to accept anymore. And you're embodying that. And that is a great thing. Now, this next card is going to be the message from your spirit guides. And that is, oh my God, look at this. The Four of Wands. I love that. And the Four of Wands shows that this is a milestone that you're accomplishing. This is an accomplishment, you guys. The way that you're feeling, the way that you are showing up for yourself, the way that you are starting to say no, the way that you will not tolerate any more disrespect, any more, being underappreciated, being undervalued, being overlooked. You are not tolerating that anymore. And even though it might feel lonely, right? Is still a huge accomplishment. Your guys are saying this is going to lead to many more, accomplishments and milestones in your life. And you will find your tribe that will celebrate you. Okay. And that is a beautiful thing. Okay. Potential outcome here, Seven of Cups. Okay. This is where we get to the murky energy of Neptune. Seven of Cups indicates confusion. Doesn't surprise me. We might feel really torn. We might feel really maybe even shocked by the behaviors of others when we start to choose ourselves. And then we start to question, wow, like, how did I not notice that before? Or how do I move forward from now? Maybe it makes you question what you want to do. But the good thing about the Seven of Cups is that it shows that there's so many options out there. The confusion is actually a guide for you to explore. So you can see that you must walk away from what no longer serves you. The tarot is like a story. After the Seven of Cups comes the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups means that you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. So the confusion phase is just a phase. It feels uncomfortable. This reading feels uncomfortable. but it's growth, and growth can be painful at times. And that's what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Cups. Okay. So now that being said, let's go ahead and get a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper with the Seven of Cups. Okay, so one flipped up. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Seven of Cups clarified by the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is actually an energy of celebration, which I love. This energy shows that you're going to feel celebrated. You're going to feel emotionally fulfilled. This is where you also share your accomplishments with others. So you're not going to feel lonely for long. This could also indicate healing of relationships. So even though there could be a rocky energy in certain connections, this indicates that you are transcending from that there could be a level of healing, celebration, and getting on the same page. So that's really, really beautiful. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more on the Seven of Cups. What do we have for the Seven of Cups? I love this reading, you guys. Tell me what you think so far in Three of Pentacles. So collaborations. I don't know if you guys noticed the shift, but we went from twos with the High Priestess and the Two of Cups to now the threes. You have the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. This is an energy of collaboration, establishing strong foundations on beautiful relationships and beautiful, projects that you want to see blossom in your life. And I say the word projects, use it as a metaphor. This could be business related, but this can also be you building, really beautiful, strong foundations of friendships and community in your life. And these are long lasting connections. The pentacles are hard work, but they are long lasting. So that's a really beautiful energy too. So again, I feel like there's a lot more that comes with, you going through this growth spurt that's uncomfortable, that might challenge some relationships. The relationships that do transcend are actually going to be really meaningful and fulfilling for you. Let's get one final card here and we can close out the reading. One final card for you, my loves, and you have here the Page of Wands. I love the Page of Wands because it indicates being present in the moment and just having this really free-spirited energy, enjoying yourself, making time for fun. But also the Page of Wands is like a checkpoint. This is a checkpoint where you're like, okay, I'm going to check with myself before I move forward with anything that I'm doing from now on, right? It has to feel right with my spirit. It has to sit right with me, with my heart, with my soul. And that is a really beautiful energy because it shows that, again, you're not going to sacrifice your well-being, your heart, your spirit, your essence, your aura for anything. Now, this is a priority. How does my inner child feel about this? How does my spirit feel about this? Am I passionate about this? Is this going to dim my light? And if so, why am I doing it? Those are the questions that you must ask yourself whenever you embark on anything new in your life, because you matter. You are the priority because this is your life. Okay. So with that being said, please let me know if this reading resonated with you in any kind of way. And if it did, drop me a comment down below, like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next reading. Bye.